Alright, so welcome back to another driveway. We have our Gambler Camry here, and we're going to hopefully take a look at the wheels here a little later on. I had an order in for them, but they were back ordered from the one manufacturer, so I had to switch and order something else. So hopefully they will get here before this video's up. But today, we're going to get rid of this rear bumper cover piece, so we can put on kind of more of a off-road, smash it style of bumper. So that's the plan today. Hopefully you'll follow along and check it out. Alright, so there's two reasons why I'm doing this. Number one, we need a protection here in the back. So just in case we need someone to give us a push, we were not going to tear up this bumper cover and make it look terrible. And the other thing is it gets rid of this color mismatch that we got going on over here. So, hopefully this is straightforward. It looks like most everything is behind the panel here. Hopefully I'm not mis-seeing things, but that guy. All right, and that is the case. Alright, well, what we got a problem here is we have a rusted bolt or nut that's part of that piece there from where it leaks some water in there. So it's time to move to something a little more aggressive. think we're gonna wanna like seal up this air hole in the side. It's there for a reason, but we need this thing a little more sealed up against dust and liquids and stuff. It's like the last time I went on a Gambler, there was a big mud pit, which of course that was absolutely nothing for the Raider to get through. But this time around I want to do things a little more normal, a little more fun, a little less worrying about a vehicle that I actually like. So that's the thought process there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to weld in a square section right there and just call it. We could probably grab a can of spray paint and paint that whole back section black to help it blend in with the bumper when we put it on. Guess we need to do a CAD drawing here. All right, not too bad. Find some sheet metal. Now, I'm going to have to work that in somehow. Need to probably grab the phone and take a picture of it so I can kind of cue it up in the 3D software and see what we got. I'm thinking maybe we can terminate the tubes right here at that edge. So we can start that, curve it around there. We just straight. That is about as straight can be. So yeah, that's not too bad. Might have to rig something to fill in that gap that comes around there. Worst case scenario, we could chop apart that rear bumper cover and splice that in there. Because you can barely see there's a bolt right here and right there. So we could almost hack that off and keep the piece that's just barely under there. There's also a bolt right here, so we can come through and take that piece and just wrap it around. That'll probably be the plan there. I don't necessarily like cutting up the bumpers just in case I have a second guessing part, but these bumper covers are slightly messed up, so who cares? Anyways, hopefully my wheels will have shown up here and we can take a look at them. All right, so we are sizing up our wheels here. They came in, they don't look too terrible, but they are super cheap. They're Vision brand. Paint is not all that good. There are spots that are missed with the paint and everything, but it is kind of what it is. We're gonna put that tape measure. All right, so we did a 2-inch bracket lift on the back. So this buys us, we can go from the surface of the wheel here, we can go up probably about maybe 8 inches. So on a 15-inch wheel, that's 8 times 2, 16, plus a 15. You could hypothetically fit a 31 underneath that spring perch. And we are maybe sticking an inch away from the car. But the issue is the front one. Kind of all knew that was going to be an issue. It's like we can go easily 7. Let's just call it 7 would be good. We can probably do 7.5, but 7's fine. So that's 14, so it would be 29 inch tall. The issue is going to be in this inner fender well piece. There's a lot of work that has to be done there. So I'm guessing a little bit of work with a BFH, and that could work that over. Okay, yeah, that's, if we can beat the fender well in there, that only interferes with the dead pedal. We also have an issue up here. The front brake caliper bracket sticks out probably about a good 20 millimeters. Probably can't really see from over there. So, here we are over here. We'll definitely have to clearance this seam. This is a section of the fender wall that I'll probably have to beat with a hammer. And then over here, this bracket for some dumb reason sticks out like that. I don't really know what the point is. I thought about just like cutting it, but I don't know, with as cheap as these brake caliper pieces are, I'm really tempted just to chop it and run for it. But I'm thinking we could probably find a 25 millimeter wheel spacer. Let's see, how much bigger is 25 millimeters? About an inch. So instead of sticking out from the car 1 inch, we'll stick out maybe 2 inches. That's probably doable. We can find a fender flare to cover that. So yeah, here's the wheels. You can tell that the paint is not brilliant. They also missed a spot down here. So overall, I would not suggest these wheels for something you like, but for a beater like this, $50 a wheel isn't too bad. Initially, I had planned on a different wheel company, one that does better quality control, but they are out of stock for quite some time, which is a real bummer. All right, well, the most recent two look halfway decent. I can show you on maybe this one. You can see where they blew the powder coat off when they're hitting the other side. So, could be better. Also could be worse. So, I think that is a plan. Our 29-inch tires should fit in here pretty good. So I'll have to get them ordered up. See what we can find for the spacers. That'll be kind of nice. Then once we get that taken care of, we can start hitting the bumpers, because we need to do bumpers after we have the tires, because we're probably going to have to carve up fenders and the whole works. So that's where we're at this point. We're going to peace out here, and we'll just have to see you again later.